In the summer of 2021, I decided to experience something new, to go on a hike on the most spectacular mountains of Romania in Retezat National Park. In this video, you will discover the trail towards Lake Bucura and the hike to the peak of Peleaga and Păpușa.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning and we are in Hatzeg, and we will travel to Retezat, where we will hike the peak of Păpușa and Peleaga. So stay with us, it will be an incredible day.
Let's conquer the highest peaks in Romania! Our journey begins in the land of Hatzeg, where we will travel by car till Poiana Pelegi. Loaded with a lot of energy and a positive mindset, we've headed to the highest peaks of the National Park of Retezat. We had 60 kilometers to drive, but the road was not awesome and it took us almost 2 hours. There are like 20 kilometers of dirt road, but it is accessible for any type of car. On our way, the signs with areas frequented by bears made us wonder if this hike is for us, but fast enough those thoughts disappeared as we were getting deeper and deeper into the wild. First point, Poiana Pelegi. Shortly we've met a sign that informed us that Lake Bucura, our first stop, was at about 2 hours distance. We've taken our backpacks full of supplies and water and we've headed to one of our best experiences in Romania. So the fun part starts now. I don't have proper shoes, but hopefully they will last till the end of the journey. We've came across some small rivers and beautiful lakes. So we will follow the blue line with white corners. Camping area over here, a lot of tents. There were a lot of people on the trail, which kind of gave us hope that exploration of Romania is still happening. The landscape here is incredible, with a lot of diverse vegetation and the mountains in the background. After more than 2 hours, some quick hydration breaks and couple of photo sessions, we've reached to our first checkpoint. Behind me is Lake Bucura. We were so impressed of this place. I was surprised also to see such a big number of tents that camped nearby the lake. We've met also some cute brown horses that initially we thought that are wild horses, but it seems that they belong to somebody. There was also a story about them that earlier night the horses went into the camping area and took a bite from one tent. This is a true story, and the reason behind it is that the horse was looking for salt and there was a sweaty t-shirt left on the tent. Imagine how frightened the people in the tent were. After a fast snack, we started our climb towards Mount Peleaga, 2,509 meters to climb. We are heading to Peleaga. Almost there, we are at 2,100 meters. We still have 400 meters altitude to walk. So this is how it looks now right now. A lot of stones. So what you need to know, from Lake Bucura we switched the path, so we will need to stick to this sign. So it's an orange cross with white corners. When you're on the mountains, you need to do some noise just to scare the wild animals, to not have the lucky chance to meet a bear or even a snake. Just make some noises, sing, or just talk with your closed ones. So this is one of the tricks that I've learned lately. I'm also a newbie when it comes to journeys like this, hikes of over 2,500 meters. I am really excited and can't wait to reach the top of Peleaga and Păpușa. I started to feel my feet forced and the air more difficult to breathe. Don't know if it's because of the climb or because of the rarefied air. I was not focused anymore to capture the videos, just focusing on the next step, and whenever I stopped to catch my breath, I sneaked also at the majestic view around me. This is not easy. Whew. Almost there. It seemed as a new world, or as I said at that time, I feel like I am on the moon. After some really difficult time for our feet, we finally made it to the peak of Peleaga. I can tell you it was something unreal, a breathtaking view and a satisfaction that cannot be measured in words. After a lot of pictures and some water, didn't have too much time to reflect and connect with the nature, as we needed to start our way to conquer the second peak of the day, Peleaga's neighbor called Păpușa. We just climbed Peleaga and now we are going to Păpușa! I felt that the descent of Peleaga was a bit heavier than the climb, but it might be just me or just because of the improper mountain shoes I had. After a couple of minutes of using our brakes, we finally descended the peak and headed towards to Păpușa. The fog was starting to cover the peak of Păpușa and the wind got more intense. Păpușa is translated in English as a doll, so we are heading to Doll Peak. I don't know if we got tired or not, but we felt that this is more difficult to climb at start. Funny enough is that I took a break right before reaching the peak, thinking that it will be much more to climb. I was happy at the end that we've reached the peak so fast and without too many difficult challenges. So if I need to choose which peak was easier, definitely I would choose Păpușa. We took a break of around 30-60 minutes, a well-deserved break, where we took all the pictures and videos possible, have eaten our late lunch and took good care of our last water supplies. Made it on the top of Păpușa. It was hard for the first time here in the mountains, but I loved it. After that, we started our descent, which was much easier than the first one. We even saw a cute weasel. We are now descending Păpușa peak, It was great. It got a bit chilly at this point, but the view was awesome. Also a bit foggy, but that didn't disturb our great day. So I really believe that you will like this video. Just to sum up what we've done, we've went to Lake Bucura and then we've climbed to Peleaga mountain, which is over here, and then we descend the Mount Peleaga and we've went through this part and up to Papusha mountain. It was a really great experience. I almost cannot feel my feet. So we are now descending through this great and wonderful alley. Look at that beauty. It is peace and quiet. So if you ever have the chance to travel in Romania, please come also in the mountains. It's a unique experience. Everybody that went through multiple mountains all around Romania said that Retezat are some of the most wonderful mountains.
Our journey retreat to the starting point was between the two peaks nearby Lake Peleaga, a journey estimated at about 2.5 hours, but I believe we did it in less than 2 hours. On this journey have exercised my singing talents to scare out the bears, and believe me, they were frightened. Funny enough, this trip was one of my greatest experiences in Romania. I've seen a different side of my country, which I wasn't fully aware of and didn't quite understand it. I connected with the nature and I've tested my strengths and weaknesses. For those amateurs for new experiences, but also for mountain fans, I totally recommend this route or even part of it if you want to make it a bit easier.
This is Travel and Tell No One. We are in Retezat mountains. Hope you like this video, subscribe to my page and see you in the next one.